से आए, अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर तुम पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर, अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर, अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। बुला रहा है वतन तुम्हारा, मुख का रुख अब करो उधर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर, अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। दिन वो कितने प्यारे थे, सुख के भरे नजारे थे। धरती अंबर चांद सितारे सारे हुए हमारे थे। कब आएंगे दिन फिर कर, याद आते हैं रह रह कर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर, अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। आज हुआ सारा सपना, भूल गए निज घर की राह, पाए दुख ना जिसके था। पग पग पर खाए ठोकर, चूर हो गए हो थक कर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर, चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। परम पिता की बाहों में आओ प्रभु पनाहों में, राजयोग की राहों में शीतल शीतल छाओं में। अगर मगर की छोड़ डगर, नजर करो ना और किधर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर, चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर, चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर।
Om Shanti. So Baba tells in today's Murli that Baba has come to take us back home, and we have to live. We have to consider ourselves as a guest here. So when we consider ourselves as guests, then we will be able to have that detached stage. Then there will be greatness in actions. So Baba especially reminds us that too at this time when Baba has come to take us back home with him. So you children must make arrangements of going back home. because the game is about to end and again it starts. So we must always remember Baba, home and that new world, and we must go beyond this present world. So let's listen to Baba's Murli, and the date is 16th May. So the essence, what must be remembered? Baba says, sweet children, always remember that a lot of time has gone by and that only a short time remains. Now the final moments are passing by. You now have to forget those dirty bodies and this world and return home. This is the decayed body, and Baba tells us to forget this world. Question: what intoxication should you constantly have so that your stage remains first class? So what intoxication should you have? Answer: constantly have the intoxication that there is the death for the prey and joy for the hunter. When a hunter goes to hunt, because when he hunts the prey experiences that sorrow, and the hunter enjoys because he has hunted that. So the same is applicable for this world. So the whole world will be in sorrow at the time of destruction, and we will be happy because we are going to home and we will come into that new world. So we hunters will go back home with our beloved, and everyone else will be destroyed. We will now shed these old skins and take new ones. Let all of this knowledge enter. So we will shed these old skins and go back with Baba and take the new bodies in the golden age. So at all the time, the points or the versions of knowledge must emerge. That's why on the path of devotion, we just offer water over the idol of the Shivlingam. So when we are happy, our stage is always first class. The song, who came here today early in the morning, who comes in front of our mind as soon as we open our eyes. So Baba has come, or both Baba and Brahma Baba both have come. So they have knocked the door saying, child, wake up. So who loves you children more than him? So in that new world, the birds sound wake us up, whereas here it is Baba's love which wakes us up. So we are sustained in Baba's love. Om Shanti. Who said this? Who came here today early in the morning? Who said? You children said. You come into a life of super sensuous joy and say, the unlimited Father has come. What for? To change this impure world into a pure world. Let it enter the intellects of you children how large the pure world is and how large the impure world is. So when compared with the current world, that world, pure world, will be very small. Here there are so many millions of human beings, and this is called an impure and corrupt world. Therefore, let it enter the hearts of you sweetest children how small your new world will be, and how will you rule that. How will you rule? There can't be any other land just like Bharat. It is highly impossible. No one understands that Bharat was heaven, and there can't be any other land like that. You understand that Bharat is now useless. because it has become old. Bharat was heaven, but it's no longer that. No one even remembers that their Bharat was the most elevated and the ancient land. How do they remember? First of all, we don't even know. That is when Baba comes and Baba brings these things into our awareness. That's why then we received that power. Then we started making arrangements to go to that world. This doesn't enter the intellects of you children, but that too is number wise according to the efforts that you make. Do you have this much happiness and regard? Do you remember that new world? Do you remember the one who takes you into that new world? The unlimited Father has come. Baba comes every cycle to give us souls once again our fortune of the kingdom that Maya Ravan had snatched away from us. The Maya and the Ravan, they both snatch. It isn't that it was snatched away from us through war. No. In the kingdom of Ravan, the directions we receive are corrupt. We don't get into a war because the directions are corrupt. From elevated, we become corrupt. Look how much the world has grown. Our land of Bharat was so small. We will remain so happy in heaven. There will be palaces studded with diamonds and jewels. Ravan doesn't exist there. The one who causes sorrow will not exist there because there very few souls remain there and there will be abundance. You children should have happiness in your intellects. You should be experiencing super sensuous joy. The Father says, become soul conscious. We are going to such a world. So you should be very happy and you must always swing in the swing of super sensuous joy. The Father says, become soul conscious. In order to break the consciousness of your bodies, Baba had told you to wear clothes with 108 patches on them. So when the clothes are torn, they just stitch it. So although there were connections with the eminent people and jewel merchants, how did that intoxication break? One had to become soul conscious, that is, I am a soul and this is an old body. I have to shed this one and take a new one. Once Baba had asked us to wear the clothes which were not washed. Of course, there was a bad odor, just to remove the body consciousness. So Baba says, a snake sheds its skin and takes another. And you children have this knowledge in your intellect. So we will shed these old skins and take new ones. You will receive other bodies. Let all of this knowledge enter the intellects of you children drop by drop. And this is the dirty world. Do we receive another body in the old world? We don't get the new body. We receive the old Tamopradhan body because the bodies are made from these 5 elements which have become Tamopradhan. Since that new world has got, it's the world where the elements are Satopradhan, so we will receive that perfect healthy body. So Baba says this is a dirty world, and even while saying it, you have to remove it from your intellects. We can't leave this world and go anywhere, but even while watching everything, we must remove it from our intellects. We shouldn't get entangled in these things. We are going on a pilgrimage. Our intellect's yoga is with the home, and you have to practice this. We are on the pilgrimage to Amarnath, that is the land of souls. So we have to practice This body is old and the world is old. You have had visions and you have to shed your bodies and all your bodily relations and return home. We have happiness. So we are always happy when we have to go home. We are going back home. So think about, we are going back home after 5,000 years. So now we have to return home. This must be made firm. Didi Manmohini ji used to make this aspect very firm. That is, this is the time to return home. So when we used to meet Didi, we always greet. Even when we were to receive farewell, we used to greet Om Shanti. So Didi used to say, when you meet me, you say Om Shanti. When you are here to take farewell, then you just say it's the time to go home. At that time only this song was composed and sung. That is, it's a time to go back home. Your intellect's yoga has to be connected there. Just because our intellects must be connected where we have to go. You shouldn't let your intellect get connected to the place or to the things which have to be avoided. So because we have to go back home and that new world, so our intellect shouldn't be towards this old world, because we are to leave this world. So Baba says, just say this to one another, Man Manabhav. It's a very powerful mantra. Although many people study the Gita, they don't understand the meaning of it. They just study it just like they study any other scripture. It doesn't enter anyone's intellect that you are studying Raj Yoga for the future. A lot of time has passed and now there is only a little time left. Continue to entertain yourselves in this way and stay happy. We have to entertain ourselves that a very little time is left and we will go back home and go into that new world. Then we will be happy. All of this is to come to an end. There is the death for the prey and joy for the hunter. We will become angels and return home with our beloved. The Father of souls, he sits here and gives you teachings. How Baba reminds us of himself. So while listening, don't forget who is teaching you. So Baba says, the Father of souls sits here and he gives you teachings. He looks ordinary, but he is the highest on high. The Father has come to give you the unlimited inheritance. He comes every cycle and Baba comes every cycle. This is takes us children back home. This is the dirty world and each of you should talk to yourself in this way. Of course, we must have a conversation with the self. It's called churning the ocean of this knowledge. You have been studying, so why should we attach our hearts to such a world? So you have been studying the scriptures for birth after birth. You now understand that no one else has had as many sacrificial fires or done as much penance or tapasya as the people of Bharat, because we were the ones who had initially started performing devotion and others just followed us. Those who came in the beginning have performed the most devotion and they are the ones who will go ahead in this knowledge and yoga, because they have to come in the first number once again. Of course, they have to go ahead. Some say that we don't believe in devotion. So why don't we believe in devotion? We were the ones who just taught you how to perform devotion. You can see some make effort very well. This is very good for you children who are engaged in doing this spiritual service and are truly sitting here in a furnace. Those who are busy in spiritual service, because there will not be any margin or question of their intellects getting wandered. This relationship has become unbreakable. Those who are living at home are listening to this, sharing it with others, are going ahead faster than the older ones. It's been seen that when new ones come, they go ahead very fast. If you made a list, you would know about it. In the beginning, your rosary was created. However, it was then seen that a very good children who were in the third or fourth number left the rosary and became part of the subjects. This is now your student life. While living at home with your families, you are also studying this course. Many children do double courses. They receive a lift. Your course is to study while living at home with your families. So in this too, so in schools and colleges also, some study by being at home with the families, and Kumaris should go very fast ahead. Because of Kumaris, the names Krishna or Gopal have been remembered. Gops are there too, because this is the family path. It's not like we have only Kumaris or mothers, but even Gops are there because this is the family path. We don't belong to the isolation path. You belong to the deity religion in the golden age. Lakshmi and Narayan used to rule when it was the family path. Let what are you becoming enter your intellects drop by drop. Baba says the oceans of the knowledge should just emerge in your intellects. The deities are so first class. People go in front of the idols and sing the praise. You are full of virtues and 16 celestial degrees full. We are sinners. They praise them and they just degrade themselves. They criticize themselves. We are the sinners and we are the cheaters. We don't have any virtue. They just go and present their chart. Today, if you just say you are a sinner or a cheater, but they themselves go and visit the temples, and whatever is the truth, they just present it in front of the idols. God can't have mercy in this and even give you blessings. In fact, you have to give yourselves mercy and blessings. If you just tell God to have mercy, what do you receive? You just performing all the unrighteous actions and keep asking for blessings from God. That's why Baba says it's of no use. You must bless yourself. You were deities, and but look what have you become. Look at yourselves and then make effort to become deities. It is you who has to make the effort, and Baba will definitely show the path, but it is we who have to walk. So Baba says you have to make effort to become beautiful from ugly. On the path of what effort is required to become ugly from beautiful? Just while gradually coming down from the ladder, we become ignorant and we forget everything, then we become ugly. On the path of devotion, they say that one was dying, but due to someone's blessings, he recovered. They would hold the hand of the Mahatma and say, I want your blessings. Here, you have to study. There is no question of mercy or blessings. They insist or compel him to just place his hand over their head and bless them. Baba says this is the place where you have to study, and there is no question of mercy or blessings. Man Manabhav has a meaning. Many people give a mantra. They teach many types of Hatha Yoga. Each one's teachings are different. If you want to see a sample of Hatha Yogis, go to the museum at Jaipur. And they also make it very firm that you shouldn't let the mantra be heard by anyone. And just look the Maha Mantra of Man Manabha, which is given by Baba. Baba tells us to just enable many others to listen, so that you will also have the power, you will receive that power of that mantra. If you want to see a sample of Hatha Yogis, you can go to the museum at Jaipur. Here you are sitting very comfortably. How much they have different postures where they just balance their body. But look how you sit here on sofas, because during that time, that is during Sakar Baba's time, we didn't have sofas. We used to sit on the floor, and we were also comfortable at that time. So your intellects are aware that Baba is once again giving you your kingdom. There used to be the undivided deity religion there. There were no other religions there. There were no two. It takes two hands to clap. When there is only one religion, there is no violence. It's now the Iron Age. When the Iron Age ends, even the devotion will end. The population is now growing very quickly. So when the devotion will end, the knowledge also will end. Then the time for experiencing the reward will start from the Golden Age. The population is now growing very quickly, and the land of Bharat doesn't grow. It's the same land. The number of human beings that becomes larger or smaller. It doesn't make any sense when if the land grows, the world remains intact, but the population decreases or increases. Because at one point we will receive so many facilities, and maybe at other point we may not have. So there will be very few human beings there, although it will be the same world. The world will not become any smaller. You children should experience a great deal of happiness. We are establishing our kingdom with the power of yoga by following the Father's Srimad. The Father says, constantly remember me alone. Baba establishes that kingdom, and of course he gives us the Srimad. Baba says, constantly remember me alone, your sins will be burnt away. Alloy is mixed into the souls, and they simply speak of the Sato, Rajo and Tamo stages. They don't show that alloy is mixed into souls. At first you were golden aged. Whose stage is that? First of all, it is soul stages. Soul stages. So Baba says, you were very golden aged, you were pure gold, and then you became silver, which is called Moon Dynasty or Silver Age. The English terms are so good: golden, silver, copper, and iron. The Father explains how the alloy that's mixed into the souls can be removed. Of course, the alloy is mixed into the soul, and how can you remove that alloy? So how the alloy starts, first of all, getting mixed. So when we remember Baba, the process of the first stage, that the soul has the power to remove the Tamo Pradhan sanskars, that is the iron, then the copper, then the silver, finally the soul becomes the pure gold. Now the souls have become Tamo from Sato. How can they once again become Sato from Tamo? They believe that they will become Sato Pradhan by taking bath in the Ganges, but it's not possible. People continue to bathe in the Ganges every day. Some are very firm in the discipline. They even go and bathe in a canal. At least they take bath with those 2 or 3 drops or a little water. Look at the blind faith of the people. The Father tells you, in Jaipur, we went to see the palace of the kings, and we were having those silver vessels or pots, because the kings had that belief that they used to get water in that, and he used to take bath. Even if he had to visit the foreign lands, he used to carry that. The father tells you, make it a discipline to remember the father. You have to take bath in remembrance and stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Just by taking bath in the Ganges, nothing will work out. So you have to take bath in Baba's remembrance. The salvation will not take place without the knowledge. Of course, in order to have yoga also, you should first have the knowledge. You are made to bathe in this knowledge. You are also taught the pilgrimage of yoga. Of course, so we will just burn away the sinful actions account with the power of knowledge and yoga. The Father gives you this knowledge, which includes the knowledge of the yoga and of the world cycle. Of course, how to be in yoga, that knowledge is also given. So Baba gives us the knowledge. So he gives the knowledge of being in yoga, the right way of being in yoga, and of course of the knowledge of the cycle. Many others give the knowledge of the scriptures, but they don't understand anything about yoga. They only understand the Hatha yoga. There are many yoga ashrams. They might give the mantra of Man Manabhav, but no one apart from the Father has this knowledge, because in the scripture Gita also they read this, but what's that accurate meaning of Man Manabhav? No one has that knowledge. So you have now completed the cycle of 84 births, and then there will be the new world. How the tree grows is in your intellects, and the kingdom is being established. Not everyone will go there together. The tree of Brahmins will become very large as they return, and very few at this time. The subjects will continue to be created. Anyone who hears even a little of this knowledge will become one of the subjects, because we want 33 crore population, because at the beginning of the golden age the population would be 9 lakh, and gradually it grows. Because when a seed is sown, when that sapling it takes the form of the sapling, initially only 2 leaves would emerge, then that sapling also grows gradually. So that it's compared with the world. So the tree of Brahmins will become large as they then return, a few at a time. Subjects will continue to be created. Anyone who hears even a little of this knowledge will become one of the subjects. The number of centers will grow. There will continue to be many exhibitions everywhere. Just as temples are built everywhere, in the same way you will have exhibitions in every village. There should be exhibition in every home. There will continue to be expansion, and this is why even these pictures will eventually have to be printed. The Father's message has to reach everyone. You children have to do very important service. The fashion of projectors and exhibitions has now emerged, and so they have to be shown in every village. They will take this knowledge very well. The birthday of Shiva is remembered, but no one knows how he comes. These things aren't mentioned in the Shiv Purana or any of the scriptures. All these things are related by Baba, because when they listen, they enjoy a lot, but they forget them. If you were to imbibe the points very well, you will be able to do the service well. However, no one is able to imbibe all the points. They give lectures, but afterwards they think that if they had explained such and such points, it would have been better. That's why Baba always asks us to have practice. First show the points of knowledge, then write it down, then read it out, then else you will forget. Those who aren't body conscious will be quickly able to relate these things. They would give a lecture and think, did I explain all the points very well? I forgot these points. The points are not going to go back home with you. They are just for this time, and they will finish. This knowledge is for this present time. The points, then whatever you see with those eyes, they will not remain in the golden age. Each of you now receives a third eye of this knowledge. You are now becoming those with the third eye. Baba comes and gives you souls this knowledge with which you imbibe. Your souls receive a third eye of the knowledge. No one has the knowledge that he is a soul and is working through this body. Baba is teaching us. It takes effort. They say that don't give sorrow to my soul. Then are you a body? If you are using this term, that is my soul. Baba is teaching us it takes effort to keep this in your intellect. You children have to make effort and remain happy. Our kingdom is now about to come. You know that what you will have in your kingdom. Baba says at this stage you should be able to see your gardens, palaces, trees of that golden age. So the new world, when it is visible in front of the world, in front of you, who will look at the decade-old world? So you know what will you have in your kingdom, and you children should have a lot of happiness that you are claiming your kingdom. So aren't you happy? Baba, everyone is happy here. And a big round of applause. Did you see Baba? So when someone is happy, they always clap. So let Baba also feel that his children are happy. So your children are happy. Those who are studying, remember their status. We are studying for the future, and if we study well, we will sit on the throne of the kingdom. Just like how the one who is teaching you knows your status, the ones who are studying will also know. They become very well known. If you were to make a list and make a rosary, everyone would say, send the child so and so towards to refresh everyone. When the list is made, the one who is very good in explanations, people always prefer those souls. Those who give lectures are invited, so a regard has to be given to them. I also have to become as clever as they are. This aim must be kept. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, Namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada. How come I don't hear any wish when so many people are sitting here? The one who wishes, you must greet them in return. Even if a human being wishes you, if you don't return the wishes, it's not the right thing. So when Baba is wishing us, it's our responsibility to wish him. The essence for dhana, the first one, in order to experience super sensuous joy, make effort to break your body consciousness. You now have to return home. Therefore, connect your intellect in yoga to the home. As long as we are under the body consciousness, we will not be able to experience the super sensuous joy. Because that joy is beyond the joy of the sense organs. Of course, we have to become detached from the body. And you have to return home. Therefore, connect your intellects in yoga to the Father. Second point, study while living at home with your family and do a double course. Bathe in this knowledge and stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance, and also inspire others to do the same. Blessing. When we are traveling, we always invite others also to join us. So Baba says, we have to bathe in this knowledge and enable others also to be on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Blessing. May you transform yourself from being delicate into a wonder and become an embodiment of power and a conqueror of Maya. In order to become an embodiment of power, transform yourself from being delicate into a wonder. Be delicate in terms of, you shouldn't be delicate because Maya catches you. You must become an embodiment of power. Be delicate in terms of transforming your own sanskars, but never become delicate while performing actions. You must be delicate in terms of transforming your sanskars, because when you are delicate, you can just mold it. But you mustn't become delicate while performing actions. Become an embodiment of power in this. Those who wear the armor of the form of the Shakti can't be hit by any arrow of Maya. So instead of being delicate, you will be safe. And instead of being delicate, let the form of Shakti be visible on your face, in your eyes, in features. You will be able to become the conqueror of Maya and claim the certificate of passing with honors. Because if you look very sensitive and delicate, Maya always catches you. Always your Shakti form must be visible in your eyes and actions. A slogan: perform every action while being set on the seat of a Trikaldarshi. Maya will run away from a distance. Because when we are seated on the seat of Trikaldarshi, we always perform the action by considering the past and the present and the future consequence. So today's Avyak signal: constantly experience an unshakable, immovable and constant stage, just as the Sakar Baba demonstrated, being an example of tirelessness and having a constant stage. In the same way, you children also have to become examples for others. This is your service. Just like Baba became an example, that's why he uplifted the whole world. So you must also become examples for others. Service, in which and all aspects you have to become just constant and equal to Baba. That is, in service, in your stage, because Baba says service doesn't take place through just words. The greatest service is that takes place through your stage. The words will not have that much impact, whereas the stage makes that influence. The transformation of others definitely happens only when they look at our stage. That's why Baba always tells children, always remember this slogan: whatever actions I do, the world looks, or others see and they do it. Let there be the greatness in our actions, so that those who are in front of us, let them learn. So people will not transform themselves when we say anything, because they just like when we say something, but the practical transformation will not happen until we transform ourselves. So according to the time, make your stage constant and stable. The time, which is the present time, this is the final moments of the cycle, so we must have that stable and constant stage, so that others also will be inspired to make their stage like that, and any kind of upheaval will not be there. Om Shanti. Tonight there is a bhakti from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. at Green Hall in Tapovan. So all the brothers who are interested to attend, you can reach Tapovan in time. The evening meditation from 6 to 8 at Dadiji's meeting hall. An envelope has been lost which contains the reports, medical reports of two sisters. So if someone has found, you can just deposit it at the lost and found department. And the Krishna Murti, this name is written on that envelope. B.K. Champa mother, she has left the mortal coil and treatment was going on in trauma hospital, and she has been in Gyan for a long period of time. She received knowledge in Faridabad. They shifted to BK colony, and Pitambar brother had surrendered. Deepak brother has been handling the activities of the water department. His mother also used to come to Shantivan and assist in Baba's activities. And funeral will happen at Muktidam, and let's send good wishes to that soul later. And let's listen to Dr. Satish Gupta. Just like in our Brahmin family also, we have found few health issues, that BP or diabetes or other things. So this 24th to 27th May, we are requesting, or we are inviting 5 Samarpit brothers as well as sisters who can just take part in that program. We will give you the information about how the body functions and the organs function. How does the liver or pancreas function? What's that connection between the mind and the body, and how should be my lifestyle, my food, my walk? What's the reason of the diabetics and or the fatty liver? So that when we know the reasons, we can find the solutions. So you have to be completely there for a period of 7 days, and you have to just hand over your mobile. You shouldn't travel from there and from one Mohini to Shantivan frequently. Those who can completely dedicate that 7 days time for the program, only such brothers and sisters can give their names. Om Shanti. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Prakashmani ji. To be surrendered means to understand the subtle dynamics of karma, vikarma and akarma. So when one truly understands the hidden dynamics of karma, vikarma and akarma, the one very understanding becomes a form of victory. If a knowledgeful soul says, I have committed this vikarma today, this is the mistake, then that mistake carries a very heavy punishment. For it's said, a knowledgeful always receives the 100-fold punishment for every mistake or every sin. Om Shanti.